So today we're going to make a tier list of 2022 knives. Why are we doing this anymore? I have no idea. And also, only 1% of you are subscribed, so I'm gonna do like Miskiff. And if you want Nori to eat this month, I suggest you do so. Very good. Now let's see this stupid tier list. Which one it is? Yeah, this one. Much better. Okay, let's start with this long pointy one. It's not even that good, but it's not that bad. So let's see, maybe in D tier. It's pretty adequate, I would say. Okay, the Chaos Blade. My friend just got it the other day. He said he's worth it. I said he's a piece of trash. So he's going in the F tier. I got this Anubis thing, Egyptian thing, the next day after my friend. Trash. Okay, the kids one. Gata, boy. I get what they were trying to do with this stupid knife. The funny side, ha ha ha. We are so cool, we're making like memes. F tier. Okay, we have the thing that you use when it's hot outside. I don't know how it's called. It's pretty good, it's a B. Okay, we have the Champion's Karambit, which is an S tier. If you have the high skills, this thing glows, which is incredible. Fuck yeah. I don't know what this knife is, but it looks like the default one with some stupid colors on it. F tier directly, fuck it. Elder Flame knife. It's kinda old already, so it's not that cool, I would say. C tier, it's meh. Okay, the Forsaken one, which is like basically a reskin of the River one, but it's green. D tier, they're fucking lazy with it. Gaia X. It's not good, it's not bad. Let's say that if you don't have any knives in your inventory and you get this at the shop, maybe, yeah, it's good to take. But if you have any of these ones above C tier, nah. D tier, we have the things, the dagger, I don't know how they're called, I don't like them. Oh, Jesus, we have so many knives left. And this one, just for the sake of it, it's a C tier because a lot of people are using it, I don't know why. Now we have the Glitch Pop X. Any X in my opinion is trash, so it's D tier. Now we have the dagger, again C tier just because of the animation. Moving on to the thing that Tariq uses for it's unique. It's not that cool though. So it's an F tier for me because fuck it. We have this blade thingy. It looks like a default skin. I don't see any animations on it. I don't think it has any animation on it. So directly F tier just because if you're lazy to do any effects on it, you don't deserve anything above D tier. Even if the Blade Chaos has some animations, I don't like it. It's a trash skin. Oh, what was this knife called? The Uha, I don't fucking know. F tier is trash. Now we have the Ion Fist, which is kinda cool. I wouldn't say that's the best Ion skin out there, but it's pretty decent, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. This one, it's a default, fuck off into F tier. I have this one. This one is a pretty cool, it's the dagger thing, I think. Or is it the KO one that you get from, I think it was the Battle Pass when they released KO. So, nah, it's not that one, it's the KO one, which is a bullshit F tier. Okay, moving on. We have the oldest knife, I think, in the game. It was pretty decent, I would say, when there was like 4 knives in the game, so F tier directly. Now we have the flip knife of Valorant, F tier. We have the Cyberpunk thingy, F tier. Nebula knife, S tier, of course. Jesus, what are you even talking about? S tier. Cool. Moving on, we have the Tide Hunter knife. I don't like it. I think this one is like a dagger, you get the flip with it, it's pretty cool. So it's like a C tier. It has no animation, but I like the design of it, let's say. We have the Oni bullshit, which is kinda decent, but it's D tier decent, it's nothing above. We have these stupid things which I don't like. Anything that you hold in your fist, like a fist, is stupid, I don't like it. Use a knife, you wanna poke things, I wanna punch people, I wanna slash them, if that makes sense. Now I have the Viper stupid thing that you get from the second battle pass of the game, F tier, fuck off. Now we have the Prime Karambit, who had also some effects on it, it would be like an S tier, but in this case, it's just a C tier. Anyway, now we have the Prime X, yeah. Which is an X, and by default, because if it's an X, you go into the X tier, which is D. These nuts. Now, another X, which you already know, it's a D tier. Now we have the best knife in the game, of course it's here. Now we have the second best knife in the game, of course it's here. Now we have the baseball bat, which I never get, but it's pretty cool, so it's in a B tier because it has those cartoon effects, which I kinda like. River Dagger. I have this knife. It was my first cool knife, I would say. So, just because I have it, and I deserve to be on top of everything, of course, just because I want to, it's a B tier for me. The knife that I use the most is a butterfly knife. I like it, so it's an A tier just because of the stupid animation and because I have some ADHD. It cures my ADHD pretty well. Pretty good knife. Moving on, we have the knife that I use as my second favorite knife, which is the katana one. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's behind the stupid butterfly one. Now we have the better butterfly that I don't have, which by default goes above this thingy here. Cool, now we have the wannabe League of Legends implemented into Riot, into Valorant, which is a direct F tier for me. League of Legends things should stay in League of Legends, except the Jinx Sheriff, which is moving on to the legendary first knife that you get with the first, I think, battle pass in the game, which by default is an S tier just because it's pretty rare. And it was the first cool knife that you got in this game. Now with the Sentinel bullshit, which is like a D tier, is nothing cool. It has animations though, but it's not wow. Now we have the other stupid knife, which I will never buy even if they give it for free. Okay, another stupid thing which my 4-year-old niece can do it straight up in the garbage. Cool. Now it's another sword. Swords. I have the next one, the silver, but I just don't like the swords. If you like a sword or if you main a sword, it's a long one, mate. And this one is coolish, but it's I mean, it was such a cool collection. Why would you ruin with the stupid knife? I don't know. It makes no sense. I mean, I think all of these people from Riot have a lot of stats. The most desired knife, the best knife in the game. And it's always like a karambit or something like a dagger. Why the fuck don't you make more daggers? It is like 4 daggers or... not daggers, but karambits in the game. Why don't you make more karambits? Don't you want more money? I never understood this stupid thing. Anyway, the Z1, which is like a C tier. Moving on, this is straight trash. But it's middle of the trash, is not even at the bottom. Coming to the big boys. What the fuck is even this? This is like the most troll and the most meme knife that I ever saw. No bueno for me, sir. Another X, which goes into the D tier. Now we have, I don't even know what this knife is, but it looks trash to me. Now we have the dual thingy, which is pretty cool if you main a chamber and you get to see your watch. You have like 2 things here, like a dagger in this hand and this sword in the other hand. It's not that ooga booga wow that you go monkey when you see it in the shop, but it's still pretty decent, so it's like a C tier. Yeah. Now we have the baros, which is how we call it in my language. It's like a big hammer that you get and you mace people with it. I don't know how it's called. Anyway, pok. Moving forward, what's the knife that I was left? Another X, which goes by default into the X tier, which is like a tier of their own. X's are boring. Why do you keep doing them? I never understood. Now I have the knife that you only get if you play a jet, and I also made the rhyme. This one is pretty cool if you play also with operator, so it's like why did I put a mace here? Just my major mistake. It's not here, it's straight up here because it's similar to a fucking X and I don't like X's. Cool. Now I have a karambit, and just because it's a karambit it goes into the S tier because I like karambits and it stays there. Now I have the lollipop thingy, which is kinda cool. Goes here because it has an X animation. I don't like X's. Cool. Now X's. I like some of my X's, but not this kind of X's. Anyway, we move to the Xeno knife thing, which is like the best knife in the game at the moment, and it goes straight to the S tier at the top because I never get this stupid knife and I always wanted it because I have money to spend and Riot for some reason doesn't want me to spend more money. Anyway, moving forward. Now I have the com thingy, which is stupid. It goes, even if it has the butterfly animation, I don't like it. It goes straight into the F tier because it's bad. Cool. Now I have the river knife, which is the knife that I'm always looking for. I never get it. I never even got a chance to see it in any friend's shop. I think it's like the most rare knife and everybody wants to buy it. And for some reason Riot doesn't want me to have it. Anyway, just because Riot are stupid and this knife is really cool, it goes second place into the S tier. Butterfly. This one is the Champion's Butterfly, which looks kind of cool. You get the aura when you have like the most kills in the lobby, and by default, if you're a duelist, it's pretty cool. It's not as cool as the Xeno knife, Xeno Hunter bullshit knife is not as cool as the Reaver, but it's better than the Karambit because it has the stupid animation, and it also looks better with the aura behind it. Cool. We have, how many? 7 knives left. This is like an Aztec hammer, which is in the, by default is in the D tier. It doesn't really matter how it looks. Now we have another thing that you use to not be so hot in the summer. I don't like it here because it's rare. It was like only like 2 ones in the game. So now we have the thingy. It makes no sense. It's stupid. It's an F tier. Now we have the second battles of the game. So D tier. Now we have the Ion or Yon Karambit, as we say in my native language. So the Yon Karambit goes at the I think it's better than the Battle Pass one. So it stays here because it's a Karambit. And also the upgrades are pretty cool. You get pretty cool colors. So yeah. Now we have the Battle Pass for this season, for this act, for this, I don't know how they're called, episodes, stuff like that. Which is straight up F tier. Now we have the worst thing that you can make out of the bundle. It's like a copy of the River things, a copy of the Forsaken things, but it's black and white. It's like a phantom thing. Oh, it's so fucking unique, mate, to say, because it had so much potential, mate. F tier. So this is the S tier. This is kind of filled with the Xeno Hunter knife, which is the only knife with these animations in the game, and it's the rarest one, it's the coolest one. If you have this, you already increase your headshot percentage by 30% and you would be called Scream. So this is the updated November 2020 tier list maker for all of the knives in the game. I'm Raz or Kimi, and this is my tier list.